Live from somewhere in this world, it's another edition of Chill Pastor Live. Sit back now and enjoy your favorite rock and roll pastors. It's January the 9th, 2008. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Chill Pastor. 10:37, Wednesday, January the 9th. Van Halen. What a way to get the blood flowing this morning. Listen this morning. Alright, we'll be back to David Lee Roth and the boys maybe a little bit later. But this edition of Chill Pastor Live is brought to you by coffee. If it's not one of the basic food groups, it should be. Have a cup of coffee today. As you can see, I've had numerous cups of coffee. Alright, let's get back into it. I was told yesterday that part of the critic / fan told me that the video was too long. 6 minutes was too long. And as I talk real fast, as we people down in the South talk real fast, 6 minutes, I'm going to try to do better. Okay, so let's get right to it. Here again, here's my Bible, NIV. Here's what I want to talk about today real quick as we enjoy this beautiful Wednesday. It's going to be another beautiful day here in the South. I don't know how it is in your neck of the woods, but it's going to be nice here today. We had 0.25 of an inch of rain last night as Eli used his little weather gauge, and we had the little rain gauge outside, so we got 1/4 of an inch of rain last night. All right. I dig sermon series, as I've said in this blog spot before. I'm about to do a sermon series that'll begin this Sunday and go into Easter. This year, Easter Sunday is March the 23rd, which is Lane's birthday. Lane will be sweet 16, and Easter Sunday this year combined, so be kind of cool. And I'm dig talking with my hands, and I'm going to continue to do that, so just deal with it. So the word we're going to deal with today and with this sermon series is culture. See the hands again, culture. When I first started this blog, it was just supposed to be just a time where I shared my feelings about this journey through seminary, and I've done that, but I've also it's kind of turned into this monster of using culture, using Van Halen, using these other things that we know and recognize as maybe not as looking at our relationship with Jesus Christ, but trying to use those things and make us think about our relationship with Jesus Christ. So next time you hear Van Halen jump on the radio, you're going to think, oh my gosh, that's what Chill Pastor played on Chill Pastor Live, and maybe you'll start thinking about culture. Okay? So that's what we're going to deal with in this series, because I want us to really, instead of having, churches and even people, they have mission statements, purpose statements. And a lot of times they're in this nice, maybe framed with all the borders around it, and you can read it and go, it makes you feel good, but really, do you live out your mission statement, your purpose statement? So instead of having something that we post on the wall, maybe put into our desk that we never really look at again, why not have a life that we just do because that's how we live, just a natural extension of what we do? And I think that's what happens when you create culture. All right, so we're going to start with that today. Our passage this week is going to be from 1 Corinthians 9, 19 through 27. I'm not going to read all that today, but I want you to go back and read that and think about culture after you've watched this today. I'm going to read you verse 19 of chapter 9. Paul says this. This is Paul here speaking. He says, though I am free and belong to no man, I make myself a slave to everyone to win as many as possible. Keep on going in 20. To the Jews, I became like a Jew to win the Jews. Paul goes on saying how he became weak or became someone under the law or someone not under the law to reach those people that were weak, that were under the law, that were not under the law. And that's kind of what, as a follower of Jesus Christ, is am I willing to become or get on the same turf with somebody else in order to reach them? Okay? And I think that's tough because a lot of times, I know I'm guilty, if I see somebody that's different than I am, I kind of have those fears. Are they going to understand maybe my language? Maybe the things that I like and dislike are going to kind of be disjointed. Can I get to a point where I'm on their turf and we have a comfort level now together, that I'm not some psycho weirdo, which I might be. No, I'm not. But can we get on that same turf together, and then break down some of those walls and those barriers so that they can be reached? And I think that's what Paul is trying to say here. And I think what we got to be careful with, and I think I can give you more places in Scripture that as Paul tried to reach these people, the gospel of Jesus Christ was not compromised. And that's a really tough and a very thin line that we walk across there, but it's something that we have to do. And I'm going to ask my congregation, are we willing to become a Jew to win a Jew? And that doesn't mean that we have to go back to Old Testament laws, but do we get on the same turf with somebody else to be able to reach other people? And that's what I want to challenge you with today as you go out again into your world. As you see people that look different than you do, maybe talk different with a different accent, can you reach them with who you are? Break down those walls and begin dealing with the person and the nature of Jesus Christ. So hang on to that today. Go out and touch your world. And if you want to maybe be on Chill Pastor Live, then here I'm going to give you an opportunity, because I emailed my buddy Dr. Chuck today. I asked him if he wanted to be a part of this, and he said, well, he hadn't responded, but I think I know what his answer is going to be. But maybe if you want to come on here to Chill Pastor Live, let me give you a phone number that can so you can call and you can make your reservations. And here's the phone number. Don Pardo, what is the phone number for Chill Pastor Live? The number again, Don. One more time, Don. One more time. That's it for today, Chill Pastor Live. Remember, love God, love people. Love Van Halen. See you next time. Word.